fuck, dude. Holy shit, this is awful. I thoroughly detested every moment of that. Wow, that was awful. Oh my god. Just actually some of the worst gameplay in an extreme that I've played in recent memory. This is worse than Mujige was. This is worse than... What else did I play recently with Shell? It's far worse than Burn to Dust. It's just... Because part of the problem with this level is it's just fucking boring. And, like, I get that you can't make it super exciting with the song. Like, I understand that, right? And I think that the, like, concepts in the gameplay, the ideas in the gameplay, along with the deco, really match the song in a really impressively good way. Like, I really do. I actually think that for going for, like, that monochrome gray style, it does a really good job. One nitpick, I couldn't see shit on my screen, so my gamma is cranked all the way up, because there were genuinely some clicks that were just blind. Like, they were just actually not visible. And then when I cranked my gamma up, I could see them. So I would say either add some kind of mode to make the level lighter, or just, like, lighten the whole level, because there were, like, whole parts of the level that were basically just pitch black for me. But, like, outside of that, the only complaints I have are about the gameplay, and the gameplay is abysmally bad. Like, the ship parts with, like, the, like, hold into the, like, portal things, that's just inherently inconsistent. Like, that's going to be janky, no matter how you set it up, right? Like, it's just gonna feel impossible to control at a certain point, right? I mean, unless you've beaten, like, top 30s, it's gonna feel impossible to control. The worst offender in the entire level, this click blows my mind. The blue orb in the ship at 37 is so dumb, because it's not just about your X position when you time it. It's about your Y position and Y velocity. Blows my mind that click is so, just like, how is that in the level? It's the most inconsistent click in anything I think I've ever touched. Genuinely. The most inconsistent click. Because there are 3 different factors that contribute to how that click ends up for you, and you have to do it perfectly to fit between the spikes, and then let go perfectly to make it down into the robot. It's like, that's stupid. That's dumb. Right? That's, like, just brain dead. Right? And it'd be one thing if it's, like, a consistent click, like, off of a platform, or, like, there's, like, a good hold-in setup or whatever. But no, you hold the pink orb, then you have to do a little clicky adjustment click, and that's going to be inherently not consistent because it's a tiny-ass click, right? And then you have to just, like, grab the blue orb and fucking pray. It's like, how is that in the level? And there's so many choke points throughout the whole level, too. Like, everything between 74 and 81 is too damn hard. That whole section, from 74 to 81, it's just like, nerf every click in this part. Please, for the love of God, I'm begging you. The 2 clicks in the UFO, pink at the very end, pink and then the jump after it, those 2 are stupid. Because you have to do 2 fast clicks, right? And you feel like, okay, well, let me set it up early. But if you set it up early, you die to the saw above. And if you do it any slower than you're supposed to, you die to the spike on the bottom. Which, like, it's fine. It's learnable. But it's just so, like, not intuitive. Like, none of it is. Also, the whole level moves. Like, every structure moves. Stop. No one asked for this. The movements were genuinely, like, half of my issue with the level, because there would just be something where it's like, oh, that's where it is, and no, now it's here. So, well, fucking what? Like, the one jump, where was it? The one jump through, I think it's at 80. The jump before the yellow orb, before the black orb at the start of that ship. The jump through those spikes is so dumb because it looks like it's one thing, and then the top spike moves to the right before you're past it. How is that in the level? How is that in the level? Just so much shit like that throughout the whole level. None of this, and that's a problem too, is like, there weren't any, like, redeeming qualities gameplay-wise because it's so slow and boring and not interesting. Like, the level just feels like a lullaby, and when you're gonna make a lullaby, you want to make it like a 3-star. Right? So I can just, like, beat it and move on with my life. Right? Just, it's so fucking boring. Ugh. Yeah, also, this was, like, 2 days away from placing on the IDL. This is, like, bordering on green tier NLW for me. I don't know how in the world people are like, yeah, this is barely an extreme, new easiest extreme, like, super easy extreme. It's like, no, this is solidly in easy tier, possibly in green tier. Like, I don't know how the hell people found this as easy as they did. This shit's hard, and I died to the end a ton. I wouldn't even say I was unlucky. Like, those deaths, every time I died at the end, I was like, yep, expected death. Yep, expected death. Yeah, we saw that one coming. Every time. I did not have one ending death where I was like, how'd I do that? What the fuck just... Like, every time I was like, yep, okay, I expected that to happen, and I'm dead inside. Just like, the fucking... This is not how you make gameplay. Like, this is textbook how not to make gameplay. So bad. Also, the last wave release, I didn't even mention the, like, fucking, like, airtight gap at the very end of the wave in the 70s. What the fuck? Who put the spike there? You just don't need that spike. Just get rid of that spike. That spike does fucking nothing. You don't need it. Get it out of here, man. I mean, I could pick a part of the level and say what I don't like about it, because I have something I don't like about it. And instead of sit here and explain that for 15 minutes, I'm just going to tell you I didn't like anything in the level. I'm just going to tell you that, right? Like, this is going to get a single-digit enjoyment rating. This was awful. This was terrible. Oh, God. Which sucks, too, because, like I say, the deco works, the atmosphere is great, and if the gameplay was at least tolerable, I would have had a good time playing it, right? I don't think I would have found this super, super fun just by the nature of the style of gameplay, right? It's very slow, very whatever. But if it was tolerable, I could have seen myself enjoying it, at least, you know, in concept, and then the gameplay didn't ruin it for me, right? Like, whatever. But I just could not enjoy this. This was awful. Oh, okay. But it's done. Yay, I beat it. Awesome, great. Alright, I'm gonna not do this level anymore ever again. Holy shit. Alright. I'm gonna cut the recording here now. Bye.